Hey guys, what's going on? Kyle Krieger here. So, hello everyone. If you're new, welcome. I normally make videos about men's grooming and LGBTQ issues and travel vlogs and stuff like that. So if you like that, subscribe. If not, see you next time. I don't normally do review videos, but last night I went to the Game of Thrones premiere and I am a huge fan. I am like so excited to talk about it. Look, ticket, season 7 premiere, real fancy. Hey guys, what's going on? So we are here at the Game of Thrones premiere. This is my manager, Lisa. Say hi. Hi. So yeah, we just got to our seats. We're at the Disney Hall. It looks beautiful. There's just like so many people. Look how big the screen is.
I'm excited. What do you want to see?
I want to see who makes it through the next episode.
I want to see Kit Harington sleep.
And then I went to the after party afterward, took my manager as my date. She's like the best. And she is a huge fan too. And we both started watching within the past couple of years. So we are like fresh and big fans. Okay, so we're walking around the Game of Thrones premiere party. If you have not seen the episode, the premiere of season 7, turn off this video, because I'm gonna be talking about spoilers. I have seen it, I'm gonna talk about it, and buckle in, because shit gets real, okay? So first things first, I'll eat your brains. Let's talk about this cold opening. Basically, a cold opening means that there's like a scene before the credits or a scene before, like they just jump right into the story. So that's what this was. I could not get over the opening scene for the rest of the episode. Mainly because my girl, Arya. I mean, she's my number one. So I am so happy when she like kills it. I was shook. Like it was awesome. I forget his name, Walter. I mean, forgive me. I'm like a newish fan, so I don't really know everyone's names when they're like side characters like the Frey people, but he's having like a really glorious time with like the wine, and he's like really like reveling in the idea that he like killed the Starks, and I'm just like, this seems like strange. But I was going with it because I was like, okay, I'm just ready for this guy to be like dead already. Arya had killed him last episode, so I was like, let's just get to it. Come to find out, she is him as the girl with no name with like the face mask on, and I was screaming when she like, I just knew. For like, as soon as she like hands out the wine and tells the young girl not to drink it, I was like, oh, something's up. I was real excited because I knew it was coming. She kills everyone after just like reveling in the idea that they like had killed her whole family. It's the most savage, horrible way. And so it was just the most sweet revenge. And her line was something like, when someone asks about what happened to the Frey, say that winter came for them, or something like that, which was just epic. Kind of like walks out of there with like a little bit of a smirk at the end, similar to when Sansa walked out of the episode when the dogs start to eat Ramsay. In Battle of the Bastards, I think, Sansa's leaving the last scene of the episode, and right as she cuts off screen, she has like this small smirk that comes on her face, and Arya had that same smirk after she walked out of the scene. So I was just like living. I mean, it is awesome. So after that, I mean, I was just like so pumped that anything could have happened and I would have been like, this episode's amazing. So pretty much that was like the only real death of the episode, which I was satisfied with because I'm not trying to have any of my Starks die. I don't know if I could take any more of that. I'm sure it's coming. You guys are gonna have to hold me through that because I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I really wanna touch on the idea, the theme behind this episode for me, which was that the future is female, right? So I really like the idea that there's a bunch of strong women holding it down. I mean, let's not kid ourselves. This episode is all about the women, powerful women in charge. In our real life, I feel like there's a bunch of like rich white men running the country, and look where it is. We ain't doing too hot, I'll tell you that. If we had more women in charge, and I realized, I think we would be better off. The idea that if there's a bunch of strong women in power, that, you know, we would be, I don't know, that, you know, maybe things could be different. And granted, it's not necessarily the perfect analogy because they're all going to war, but I just like the idea of seeing a bunch of strong women holding it down. So I'm into that. Bravo HBO, bravo Game of Thrones, bravo writers. This episode is about Arya killing at the beginning. This episode is about Sansa standing up for her beliefs and her people when Jon Snow kind of has the helm, when he's sitting there in front of all of his like soldiers. And then of course there's Cersei, who's like gripping, like is just willing to let go of all the deaths that she's had to overcome and just fight for anything left with her and her family and her legacy and her dynasty with her brother. So Daenerys finally gets the Dragonstone with her fleet, and you know, you can just then sense that at the last line of the film is like, shall we begin? Like, shall we get this going? You know what I mean? She's ready to get started and she's ready to take back the crown and all of that, and I am just here for it. I am 100% here for all these women. It's gonna be so it's gonna be so good. Okay, true or false, this episode is really funny. Like, I was laughing out loud. There were so many parts that I was like dying. Like, for example, the top knot joke, like the Hound told a top knot joke and I like laughed out loud in the theater. Like, everyone was like, what? That top knot ship has sailed. Of course, as a men's groomer, I was like living for that top knot joke because y'all gotta cut that out. I thought the edit was really funny also when Samuel Tarly was kind of cut together doing like the food and then the poop and then the work and then the food and the poop and the work, and like I was just like, this is great. Like, I was just like not used to them doing that. But and also Ed Sheeran in there, so like I was just like laughing out loud that they were just like cut to Ed Sheeran. Like, how funny was that? Like, and a little behind the scenes thing is that like Maisie Williams is a huge Ed Sheeran fan. So I heard from my friends at HBO, hi Michael, thank you so much for the tickets, I love you, that they decided to surprise her with Ed Sheeran on set that day. And I just thought it was so cute because she's such a huge fan, and they sat her right next to him in the scene, and like, I don't know, it was really great and really sweet moment. Also, can we talk about when the Ironborn, like, when the distant cousin of Yara and the Greyjoy guy I forget his name, I don't even know. I don't even want him to live that long, so like I want him just to die because I want Yara to have some kind of crown. Anyway, so whenever he comes to meet Cersei at King's Landing, their exchange, their dialogue is really funny. Like, the whole theater that we were in was at the premiere was like laughing out loud. He was like telling jokes, he was cutting down on the Kingslayer, and it's right in front of Cersei, and she wasn't really having it, but you could tell she was also like kind of intrigued. She was like, what? They're like, who is this guy? What's going on? Like, what does he want? And you know, I just like that he kind of wants to like marry her and combine forces, which she probably needs. Anyway, but so he's gonna bring back a gift, and like I'm so scared that he's gonna bring back Tyrion, but I have no idea if he's gonna how he would capture Tyrion with like Daenerys and the dragons, but we'll see. So I think it was a nice contrast that they were like, let's at least make this funny because shit's about to go down. They got a big storm coming. Winter ain't coming no more. She's here. And what I think, you know, speaking of big storm coming, I mean, they literally held the shot of the Night King for like minute. It felt like minutes. I mean, maybe it was like a 30-second shot, but it was just like that one shot in the snow where off in the distance you see the storm coming, and then it's just like growing and growing and growing, and then it's upon you, and it's just like the Night King on a horse with his like army behind him, and it was just like dark and cold and serious. So I'm just gonna buckle my seatbelt for that because I just know it's about to get real. The episode is so great, and I'm just so happy to see my girls, Arya and Sansa, happy and alive. I mean, not happy, but just like happy-ish, and doing the damn thing. So I'm, you know, a huge Stark fan. So anyway, love wolves, love it. So I just wish there was like a dire wolf still around. I'm so excited for this season. Thank you so much, HBO, for inviting me to the premiere. Thank you, Michael, and your whole team for having me come. And I am just thrilled, and I'm so pumped, and I hope you guys tune into the rest of the season. If you haven't even seen an episode before and you're watching this for the first time, you need to catch up. Okay guys, thanks so much for tuning in today, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I really hope you enjoyed the episode, and thank you HBO for having me, and thank you Michael and your team for having me. So make sure you comment down below, let me know what you thought of the episode, let me know what you think of conspiracy theories, who's a Targaryen, who's not, what's gonna happen. I mean, let's really talk down in the comments. Anyway, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys soon. If you want, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at KyleKriegerHair, and I'll see you soon. Mwah. Bye guys.